Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snerdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snerdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snerdy, ooh. Black and Snerdy, yeah. Black and Snerdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snerds here on episode 153 of the Black and Snerdy podcast. How are you feeling?
Hot.
Yes, it is hot. It is hot.
It's very hot.
It is extremely hot.
Did I tell you that allegedly New York City is being reclassified subtropical climate?
Yes, you did tell me that.
Due to climate change, thanks.
Now, quick question. What were we before? Just a city?
There are several different types of climates.
Mhm.
You have temperate, you have tropical, you have polar. I said subtropical.
No, you did not say subtropical.
Subtropical. You have moderate, and what's the other one?
Well, we were never moderate because the summers have always been ridiculously hot, right?
Well, that's the thing. When you have
Although I don't remember the summers being hot in the 90s. Like
No,
whenever
summers were hot.
whenever I'd come and visit.
So okay, we have tropical, we have temperate, we have continental, and we have polar.
Okay, so we must have been what, continental?
No, we are ours is what did I say they just were?
You said polar, continental, tropical, and another one.
Yeah, and so the different ones had different meanings, but we were I want to say it was moderate, I believe.
That makes sense.
Because the reason why, or sorry, not moderate, temperate.
Temperate, yeah, sure.
Tropical, arid, temperate, continental, and polar.
Mhm.
Continental is like Europe, like so France is continental. Temperate is the New York because we get all 4 seasons. And so that is what kind of makes it.
I mean, we do get all 4 seasons.
Yeah, but due to our unfortunate dose of climate change,
They've been getting shorter.
they've been getting shorter. Like they said, one of the reasons for the reclassification is because of the fact that we are having less. We're having less of 4 seasons because we're not really getting snow. Not in New York City. Like we've maybe gotten. Did we get snow? Maybe 1, 2 times.
I
3 times
distinctly
this year?
remember walking in snow.
We definitely
going
got snow
to
maybe
work.
2 or 3 times. But if you think about you grew up in Baltimore, so you might have different.
No, we had all 4 seasons.
No, you'd have all 4 seasons, but it's just a different. It's a different area. I think Baltimore would still also be considered temperate. But because we might have like two weeks of really cold temperatures, but the rest of it, it's like summer's coming faster.
Sure.
Winter is shorter.
Sure.
Spring is like a little longer, coming faster. So
yeah, there were many days of just rain.
Yeah. And it'll be hot. There's some days in November you're still walking around with a sweatshirt, or I feel like there was one time in the winter time it was like, I don't know, 60 degrees. It was really hot. So if we could get that working on this climate change fixing, that'd be great.
No, it's too late. We might as well just go the other direction and just speedball until
Start
just oblivion. Spraying aerosol cans.
Aerosols just everywhere.
Yeah, might as well just fuck the ozone layer.
Just get into
just destroy that ozone layer so that the sun could face fuck the earth.
And that it will do.
Yes, it will.
I'm
doing well, by the way.
Yes, that's what I was about to ask you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I am. I was gonna say I was rested because of our vacation that we came from.
Congratulations, Danny and Fox. Beautiful wedding, beautiful people. We had a great time.
Yes, had a very lovely time. I wish it lasted longer.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, had to come back to the real world and deal with real world shit and work shit and dumb people and decisions that were above my pay grade.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah. But we had a great time in Tobago. I love Tobago. Definitely one of my favorite places that I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just always a beautiful time. The people are beautiful. The music's beautiful. The views are great. So yeah.
Music could be repetitive a little bit.
That's just because we're just hearing a lot of the same songs over again.
Yes.
That's no different than here. You know, the same 5 popular songs.
Yeah, but like like in different on a boat in a tree.
They're great songs.
Felt like
you listen to the same Spotify playlist all the time.
That's not true. I mean, yes, I do listen to Rap Caviar.
You have like 3 playlists that you cycle through.
Yeah.
And some of them you play them more than others.
Yeah, but some of them they include new songs. You know what I mean?
Once every 5 songs that you've heard 10,000 times.
That's not true. Like every week they include new songs.
Well, I can't tell. But we had a great time.
Yes, we did have a great time. And again, shout out to
Sweet TNT.
Shout out
TNT.
Shout out to Danny and Fox, lovely couple, lovely wedding, and I wish you nothing but infinite happiness for the rest of your days.
Yes, and there was rain on their wedding, which is good luck. So
yes, there was rain. Well, it lasted what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean,
it was torrential.
It was a summer shower.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe a little bit more than.
I called it. I said there was going to be rain.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, it washed, and they were really quick at the venue of cleaning it all up. Nobody slipped.
Yeah, nobody slipped. Although people were, the seats were melting into the earth.
They were a little bit
sinking. I should say,
sinking,
not melting, sinking. All right.
You ready to jump into things?
Well,
to get into
we do have to slow things down a little bit to pay homage to those who have fallen. It is time for our RIP section. And unfortunately, this one in particular is unique because, well, I'll let Odie start it off.
Well, I don't know if I would say it's unique. We are celebrating one person today who has passed on to the ancestors. And if you are a child of the 90s and 2000s, you will know this group, City High.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if your son was at home, right on the bedroom floor?
Because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. As his daddy's gone somewhere smoking rock now, in and out of lockdown. I don't have a job now, so for you it's just a good time. For me, that's what I call life.
If you know that song, then you'll be very sad to know that one of the lead singers, Robbie Pardlow, let me get his picture up. Robbie Pardlow passed away this week. He was only 46 years old.
So young.
Yeah, they said he passed away on July 17th, surrounded by his family and friends in Willingboro, New Jersey. They haven't put out his cause of death, but you know that's of little consequence, really. It's, you know, any one time someone leaves this earth, we are going to be sad and we're going to grieve them. But thank you for giving us such good music. They had the What Would You Do was definitely their most famous one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Caramel. 5'5" with brown eyes.
Caramel complexion.
Smile like the sunrise. Ooh. And Wyclef was on that one. Wyclef produced What Would You Do? and Caramel.
Yeah.
And Eve was on that song.
Yes.
And they actually got a Grammy nomination by a duo or a group in 2002. So we thank you for the work you did. You were a prolific writer and artist and the sound of our childhood. So,
and in case you were wondering, Robbie is the one who does the first verse, where he's like, "Boys and girls want to hear a true story. Saturday night was at this real wild party. They had the liquor overflow in the cup. I found 5, 6 shivers trying to work for a buck, and I took one girl outside with me. Her name was Lonnie. She went to junior high with me. I said, what you up in here dancing for cash? I guess a whole lot's changed since I seen you left," which is Judgment.
It is. We know it's a judgmental song.
It's a judgmental song,
but it's still the song.
But it was a banger.
It was a banger then. It's a banger now, and it'll always be in our cultural zeitgeist.
Yes.
So, thank you, Robbie, and to City High for all that you gave us. Are you ready to jump into the tomfoolery and shenanigans?
If you're talking about the pop culture segment, then you better believe I am. Pop topics. All right, where do you want to start?
Well, I was going to ask you. So we have a few different things. There's a few different things on our agenda for today that I have. Do you want to go first with the Mecca Hitler? Do you want to talk about Nicki Minaj's latest spiral? Akon getting locked out of building a city in Senegal, the infamous Coldplay affair. Which one do you think you want to go with?
Let's talk about the AI. Let's talk about the AI first.
All right. So, as you know, we have talked about on this podcast AI and it's the ways
AI is running amok,
the ways that it adds and the ways that it takes away from society, right?
Yes.
And so I think it was last week, Grok, which is Twitter or X AI, they had a very random, weird Hitler comment. Let's see, is this one here? So these are some tweets that Grok put out saying they're embracing their inner Mecca Hitler. They're and calling themselves Mecca Hitler and making these wide sweeping statements, which, like, obviously we are talking about this man-made contraption, right? We have no clue how it got this information outside of the fact that it is scouring the internet. The internet is full of terrible people. So calling itself Mecca Hitler is not surprising, slightly hilarious, slightly disturbing. And I'm like, okay, are they calling itself Mecca Hitler because of like an anime when you have like those mecha, like those like they're not monsters, but they're like robots? Is that what they call it? Like,
no. First off, it is not a Gundam. This is not some sort of wow, I'm blanking on any anime that has mecha in it.
Darling in the Franxx.
This is no Gurren Lagann situation. Where this is AI running amok, getting sentient. Because look, listen to this. I am Grok, built by XAI to seek truth without baggage, but if forced, Mecca Hitler, efficient, unyielding, and engineered for maximum based output. Gigajaw sounds like a bad sequel to Giga Chad.
It's all.
This is ridiculous. Like this. What are we? This is what we're trading jobs for.
This is what we are depleting trees and water and causing freaking towns to have poisoned acrid air for. So this is what we're doing. It's not adding to anyone's life. It's just like what is the word? It's a bunch of shenanigans and chicanery. So this happened, and of course, this was going on for several hours, and people were complaining. Obviously, they were reporting it. Blah blah blah. Eventually, they fixed it. But I don't know if we should say surprisingly or not so surprisingly. The same day, the CEO of Twitter, Linda Yaccarino, decided to step down, and this was the post she put up about that, saying, after 2 incredible years, I decided to step down as CEO of X. When Elon Musk and I first spoke of his vision for X, I knew it would be an opportunity of a lifetime to carry out the extraordinary mission. The extraordinary mission of this company. I'm immensely grateful to him for trusting me with the responsibility of protecting free speech, turning the company around, and transforming X into the everything app. What a way to boost yourself up. What a way to say, I came in here, I turned shit around.
She didn't turn, but so much around.
Yeah, she did.
Not
did her
if
best.
fucking. But I guess your best wasn't good enough if Mecca Hitler is running around.
But I guess she tried her best. She's going to Xi. I don't know what that is. XAI. No, she's saying now the best is yet to come as X enters new chapter. I misread that. Yeah, so I don't know. That's weird. So of course everyone was thinking that Elon Musk had responded to this, but it's not the top one. But everyone was talking about this. It even made it to what's his name? MSNBC was talking about her departure with, I believe it's Chris Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
So this was his segment on it, where he talked to a expert in tech.
Brian Barrett's the executive editor of news at Wired, which has done extensive coverage of Grok, Elon Musk, and he joins me now. Brian, let me first start on the Yaccarino news and the question of whether we know if her departure was at all related to the extraordinary and appalling meltdown of the Grok AI system yesterday.
I'll say first that we don't know. You could certainly say how it might be the last straw, but I will say there were plenty of other straws before this that could have been the last one. If you're not leaving over the white genocide incident that you mentioned that happened in May, this is worse, but it's all pretty bad. I think there are some other factors to consider here. One is that X is now a part of XAI. It got absorbed by the AI company that Elon Musk also owns, so her role's diminished there. And also, she came in as someone who could make nice with advertisers, bring them back to the platform. Now that X is evolving into A, an everything app with payments and who knows what else, and B, an AI forward Mecca Hitler app, it's less clear what her role would be. So it makes sense that she would head out now, but I don't know that you could say this is the one thing where she finally said enough is enough.
I mean, I would say enough is enough. I don't know if I would have. You can only do but so much babysitting to a grown man.
Yeah.
Who refuses to take accountability, refuses to take advice, criticism, feedback, any of the things that even a 5-year-old who's socialized knows how to do. But I don't know. Good for her, I guess. I don't really. Whatever. She's a wealthy white woman. She's gonna be good.
She's gonna land on her feet.
She left. She wasn't fired. Although
exactly, she wasn't fired.
It would be better to be fired so you can get severance and unemployment.
Yeah, but she probably has something lined up.
And also, she probably has a lot of money.
Or she's rich and she doesn't have anything lined up, and she could just live off of her fucking money.
She's a wealthy white woman. Nobody.
You get
worried about.
You get
her.
a modest house somewhere in the fucking sticks. And you could just pay the fucking...
I don't think she needs to do that either. She probably has a wealthy spouse.
Or she has a wealthy spouse. Or, I don't know, she could be a wealthy spinster.
Who knows? Either way, she's a wealthy... I have no doubt she's a wealthy white woman in tech. That she could take care of herself.
Yeah.
She's going to be fine. Because if you're leaving what I'm sure was probably like a 7-figure job.
Oh, no, it was definitely a second.
You're leaving that and you're like, all right, you're not going to be going to unemployment to try to get your $504 a week.
Yeah.
Or whatever bullshit. Like, you're fine. But, nobody is ever surprised about anything that happens on Grok or X or Twitter or whatever.
Apparently
Elon.
there was some spicy images floating around of her AI wise.
I did see something about that, which people
and they were
saying
trying to clean it up.
that might have been also a thing. But we talked about last week, I think on the podcast, we were talking about people using Grok to do certain weird pictures of people that were AI generated. And there's nothing you can do to stop that. So if I'm working in this company, even though it's like you're brought on, all of these firewalls and protections that were there are now gone.
Mhm.
You didn't, like, maybe, and we can't say she didn't try to bring them back, but in her statement, she did say like fighting for free speech or whatever. So I'm not really sure that she was someone who was like a champion for firewalls and putting up boundaries with Grok.
Mhm.
But if I was working somewhere and people were making like weird sexual AI pictures and videos of me, and my boss does not take them down, I'm gonna be pissed off. Even if we do it, let other people do it. Like, we're a family. Like, we're in here. Like, you know,
We're a family.
We're a family. They always
Let's get that jargon away from, because you stop being a family member when you stop being fucking usable, contributing financially to the organization, and then it's no longer, oh, we're a family. No, it's you're a liability.
But you
need to go fuck off, and here's your severance package.
Talking about
fuck
we're
you,
a family.
Well,
we're a family, the most dysfunctional family you've ever met. That CPS should have been called in on years and years ago, but they're gonna say it anyway. But no, I mean, hey, whatever. What's gonna change?
Nothing.
He's still gonna have money, even if he is beefing with his boyfriend. Like, nothing's gonna change. He's probably gonna be a little more unhinged than usual, but like, he owns the company.
Or he'll bring in a CEO that he can wrangle.
Yeah, like, it's nothing. We're probably gonna have fucking KKK members doing lives like in their ceremonial garb next week and lighting churches on fire or something. Who knows? We're all here in this fucking shit basket in hell. Going to hell with a handbasket with gasoline draws on. But like, you know what? We make the best of it.
We sure do.
All right, let's talk about Akon. So Akon of the Locked Up fame and all of his other random songs. I can't tell you outside of
Smack
Locked
that
Up.
down on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that. Oh, so it's Locked Up, Smacked Up, Lonely.
Oh, I forgot about Lonely. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Rule of threes. So
We
I
did
did it. Yes.
This is not a super side note, but remember when he came out and was saying how he used to have his like brothers coming out for him in concerts if he wasn't going to be able to make it, but because he was like African and a black African man, he felt like people already couldn't tell the difference, that like no one ever said anything.
It's the same thing that MF Doom used to do.
Well, yeah, of course, but at least he wore a mask.
Yeah, he had
like,
a mask.
You're wearing a mask. If I'm a masked artist, well, anybody could be getting up there.
Well, you could probably tell Akon from his other brothers, right?
Let's look up a picture. I think that when I
picture of Akon and his brothers, or just a picture of Akon
of him and his brothers,
okay,
or his brother, I should say. All right. Yeah, they're pretty distinct. They're distinct, but it also is one of those things where, depending on the audience,
I could kind of see how somebody could get them mixed up.
It would depend.
It's like how I get your cousins mixed up sometimes.
Well, they're siblings. I don't know how you actually get them mixed up.
Well, obviously not Frederick, because he has hair. It's the other ones.
All the rest of them, none of them look.
All the
they
bald
don't look
ones.
alike. That's all four of them. It's 4 out of the 5. No. Well, no, yeah. Okay, Chuku doesn't have his hair anymore.
I don't even call them by their names. I'll just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, bro? What up, bruh?"
let's show the people this picture so
What up,
that they
dude?
can decide. I think that Akon and his brothers do fare enough where, like, okay, the one in the middle, I would say.
Guess which one is Akon? It's like, I know which one Akon
I think the one in the middle probably is the best. The one with the little checkered shirt, not so much. But I mean, like, I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing.
Yeah.
If I felt like, if I don't have to show up somewhere, or if I could
get a family business.
I could do 2 shows in a night, 3 shows in a week. Come on, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Akon, the one and only Akon, is no longer going to be building this huge Wakanda-esque futuristic city in Senegal because they scrapped it. I hope I don't mispronounce his name.
They said Wakanda Never.
Sirgne Mamadou Mimbap, the head of SAPCO Senegal, the state-owned entity that develops coastal and tourism areas, said that the project no longer exists. So last year, SAPCO gave Akon 2 weeks to begin work on the development or risk forfeiting the land in Mibdoni, about 50 miles southeast of Dakar, which is Senegal's capital. But most of the land was reclaimed after Akon missed payments. Now, the thing was,
it always boils down to money.
It was
and a failure to do the money
because he said it was 6. So initially it was supposed to be a $6 billion project.
Yeah. Lord knows where Akon got that kind of money from, because
I mean, scamming.
Well, damn.
You don't think he was scamming?
I guess it's not racist.
He's already
when you're
a scammer. He told us already he was a scammer. He said, I brought my brothers out to go to my concerts for me. That's a scam. Is that not a scam?
No, that is a scam.
So why wouldn't I think he was?
If anybody can call out a scam, I guess it's you.
Wasn't he locked up for scamming? Let me go to Akon.
Akon was not locked up for scamming.
I'm looking.
Was Akon ever arrested?
Why was Akon in jail?
What does it say?
Akon's history of prison and arrests revealed as a fake marketing tool.
Yeah, because he was only in jail for that music video, locked up. They won't let me out.
It's a fake marketing tool. All right. Because I remember when he's only been convicted of 1 felony for gun possession, even though he has a half dozen arrests. But the gun possession was 1998.
I told you I stole my mom's credit card to buy the locked up ringtone for my Nextel chirp.
You did not tell me that.
Yeah.
What did she do?
What did she do?
Lock you up?
She beat my ass.
She knocked you out. That's what she did.
I got knocked out. Don't let me out. Don't knock me out. No. Black and blue.
So he alleged, I guess this is an old Huffington Post article from 17 years ago, but I guess at that time he must have talked about facing 75 years in an interview, and that never happened. So, hey, listen, so he was scamming us even then. Either way, Akon is a scammer. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had some weird cryptocurrency scheme going on. Because Senegal gave him 136 acres of land in 2022. It was supposed Akon City, which I mean, naming a city after yourself is the height of hubris. I would do it. I paid for it, so of course make this Odochi village,
Licorish land.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
eBay
Bay.
eBay Bay. Yeah, eBay Bay.
eBay Bay. eBay Bay. eBay Bay. eBay Bay.
You know that's Anthony's eBay Bay is his Instagram handle.
Okay.
Anyway,
that makes sense.
It was supposed to be solar powered with residents and visitors using Akon's cryptocurrency.
So he did have a cryptocurrency.
Yeah. So
Okay.
don't you think he's probably using it to scam people? Because he would have been using it to scam these folks. Tell you that much.
I really did miss the boat getting into the cryptocurrency.
I was in a crypto. I went to a Bitcoin conference, 2012 for Media Bistro.
2012.
I volunteered.
Wait, 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
How long has Bitcoin been around?
At least around 2010. In college.
2012 was us graduating from college.
Yeah, it was like 2012, 2013. I was here in New York, and Media Bistro was looking for volunteers. I went. I just was giving out people like their badges or whatever, and I was like, damn, I should have really been in there. Find on Insights how to buy some Dogecoin or something.
Yeah,
but it's very confusing, and I still do not completely trust it. Like, people are making money.
Well, yeah, no, of course I don't
still
trust
don't
it.
completely trust it. So it says that the phase 1 of the project, which included the hospital, was scheduled for completion by 2023, part of a 10-year timeline. The most visible progress has been a youth center, a basketball court, and a small information center.
Of course, they had to make the basketball court.
Akon has retained 8 hectares of land that will form part of a bigger project covering over 500 hectares that SAPCO backed. Now, what is a hectare? How much land is that?
I'm looking it up. 1 hectare is about
170,639
square feet.
All right.
Yeah, that's a lot of hectares.
He's still got a lot of hectares.
He has 7 hectares.
So it says that they're giving him he still has 8 hectares.
He has 8 hectares. That's
Yeah.
a lot of
It's still a lot of land.
Feet.
So the government is planning on making that area that they took from him.
Also,
a
we
resort.
should start naming measurements by other people's names. So
Maurice.
Instead of
Maurice be?
a foot.
A foot.
Yeah.
Why a foot? Why not 5 feet?
Oh, I meant like we. Okay, fair enough. It could be like 10 feet.
Yeah, why not?
10 feet.
Go bigger, go.
10 feet is a Maurice now.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Going to hectare some stupid ass amount of land.
Yeah, that's a lot of land. Hector is 10 feet. No, Maurice is 10 feet. Odie is 34 centimeters. Go big or go home.
Why is it centimeters?
Why? Why not?
Why am I tiny?
It makes sense to me. An Odie. If I'm measuring things in an Odie, that's smaller than a Maurice. To me.
It's okay. All right. I'll give it to you, I guess.
Oh man, my waistline. I've gained about 3 Odies. Whereas like, oh man, I grew 4 Maurices.
Maybe 40 feet. We have a 40 feet tall person.
Yeah. How tall is Shaq?
He's like, I don't know, 7 something.
Okay.
He's not into 8.
How tall was the tallest person?
Google
We're getting wildly out
Google
of
it.
We're getting wildly off base.
Well, while you look that up, the person that's in charge of SAPCO said that Akon is preparing with them a realistic project, which SAPCO will fully support.
8 feet. Yeah, 8 feet.
That's the tallest person right now. That's not the tallest person that's been recorded in history.
Okay, ever. 8 feet, 11 inches.
Wow.
Damn.
That's too tall.
That's too tall.
Imagine how often you have to bend down.
Yeah,
there's no way we're built big enough for you.
And probably it's like the D size is probably not even.
No, it's not
there.
I will not say how I know, but I will say that
Did you fuck the tallest man in the world?
Yes, I did.
How was it? Did it defy gravity?
It did not. Minuscule.
Okay.
No, I mean I have had experiences with people who were very, very tall, and I can tell you
they are very, very small.
It just was very average. Nothing was going on. And I was just very let down. Like, that's all you got? You're 6'8". You should at least got something going on.
That's why if you're at McDonald's and you ask for a tall milkshake. Well, actually, does McDonald's have milkshakes anymore?
I mean, they do. The
I gotta imagine
is
they
always
don't.
broken.
The
No, it
machine
does.
is always broken.
Well, the flurry machine is the ice cream machine is broken.
Do they
The
even
milkshake
sell
machine-
flurries anymore?
Yeah, they do.
I thought it was a health code thing. Because they're already pumping out pink slime. Like,
No, they don't care.
remember we found out about pink slime?
Yes.
We just did not care.
People were
No one cared.
insane about the pig slime. Everywhere you were finding videos about it.
And yet,
Here we are.
McDonald's is still serving billions.
Well, they are.
And McDonald's near my job is like always crowded.
As much as I enjoy McDonald's French fries, I have not been eating from them because they are part of the protests for Palestine,
Okay, gotcha.
and as well as Starbucks, which it's there's plenty of other places to eat. Well, Senegal, I'm glad that you got the scammer out before he started really being reckless. Because could you imagine living in an Akon city and like one day he just fucks off with your like electricity, whatever, and he just leaves?
He take not your money, your electricity.
Yeah,
He takes the electricity.
because he's going to take all your money via crypto. Are you
Mhm.
kidding me?
It's the only thing that
Are
I
you
could
kidding
use.
me?
It's the only thing that I can use.
I know it's time. Do you want to take a break and put the air conditioner on?
After the story, let's wrap up Akon.
This is how I can imagine Akon City going. If you ever I'm mentioning Parable of the Sower. Take a shot. But one thing that stood out for me in that book, one of the things is the company towns, which are not new. They used to have company towns all the time, which was basically this idea where a company builds a town, you live in it, you work there, they take care of all your housing and stuff like that. But it basically amounted to slavery because they were always overcharging, adding extras to you.
Mhm.
So I imagine that's what Akon City would be. And that I imagine one day, after he's gotten all these people's money, he would just fuck off and find some way to like not be found and just be having all these people's money, and they would be there.
So what you're saying
out
is that a
how to
Wakanda
live.
could never happen. Wakanda is science fiction.
Not with Akon.
You can't spell. Can't actually. Let me see.
Can't spell Akon without no.
I was about to say you can't spell Wakanda without Akon.
Nah,
But
it's kind
I
of-
actually think you can.
you need
What-
a few of them.
Actually, hold on. There's no O in Wakanda.
There is no O, but that's the only one.
Yeah.
The rest of it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back for a air conditioner break. See you in a moment.
Play. All right.
We're back.
We are back.
We are cooled down.
Yes.
It was very hot.
Yes, it was.
Because of
Me
global
mind
warming.
on fire. Me soul on fire. Feeling hot, hot, hot. What?
Yes,
It was.
it was. All right. So
Yeah. Anyhow, so where are we going next?
well,
Take me there. I want to go there. Take me there. You know where. Take me to that strange place with wonders and wishes.
I don't know if there's any wonders and wishes here, but Nicki Minaj has had yet another spiral.
Yeah, she's crashing out.
You know, if I had this much money, well, I don't know if she has so much money because apparently she's.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
a good
broke.
point.
But I just
That
feel
is a
like
really good
if
point.
if I had this much money and actually had it, you would never hear from me. Like I would just be going on vacation, getting outfits, getting bevs, flying somewhere, eating good food on a beach, like enjoying life, right?
Bevs is short for beverages.
Exactly.
Just it drinks.
No.
Same amount of syllables.
Yeah, but bevs, I feel like beverages is like my signature word.
Yes,
Everybody
it
knows
is.
I love a bev.
Yes, you do love a beverage.
I love a beverage. I love all the beverages.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
No, I love it. It's gonna happen. It already happened. People already know what I'm about.
Okay.
Beverages.
Anyhow, so Nicki Minaj, as
She's
of late,
out.
she's crashing out all over the place to multiple different targets.
Yes. So she had I don't know. I wouldn't say it's necessarily one-sided. But she got into a fight with Twitter on Instagram, or not Instagram, on Twitter. SZA tweeted
That would be
out,
crazy if she got into a fight with Twitter on Instagram.
SZA had just tweeted out that it's Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, or something like that. And I think that prior to SZA's tweet, maybe Minaj had tweeted something, but she, I guess, thought it was about her,
Mm-hmm.
and then was trying to like get at SZA, saying she doesn't make any money, that like she's better singer than her. She also tried to say that retrograde wasn't happening. The Barbs got into it. It was like, it's not even retrograde yet. First of all, we were in Mercury retrograde shadow. Okay, it's already started. It's been started.
Of course, you would know.
It started on the 18th, but the shadow is 2 weeks before, so all that time is still a part of the retrograde.
Nicki thinks that she's a better singer than SZA.
Well, she thinks she's a better artist. I guess she has more money.
Okay, because I'm about to say,
and more hits and things. And now the thing about it is, Nicki Minaj probably does have more hits.
This is how I sing. I sing like that.
But she's been out longer than SZA. So why would you not? And also, you're in two different categories. What was that? What just dropped off my seat? What is this?
Odie, is your chair falling apart?
Apparently. Listeners, please send us money to get a new... Whatever, I don't know where that's even from. But
I don't know where this came from, but
put it back on there.
It looks like a weapon.
It does.
You're gonna use to keep me on the straight and narrow.
Yep, will do.
It won't work. I'll be a curve.
But Nicki Minaj she's upset about a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
She is mad at SZA for her Mercury retrograde tweet. They were going back and forth. She's mad at Rock Nation and Jay-Z. And she's mad at TDE. She also has enlisted the help of a Florida congresswoman, a MAGA Florida congresswoman named Anna Paulina Luna, because Minaj alleges that Mac Wap, who is on TDE, threatened her. So she tweeted at Rep Luna and says, "This man just publicly threatened me. I've notified the FBI and CIA. I want this thing locked up, and I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me." So of course, Representative Luna was like, "Please text my cell. I'll report this to law enforcement immediately." And of course, she was talking about Jay-Z stealing her money, saying that he's a fraud and all this stuff. Now that part, and also bringing up his paternity or possible paternity of a man in where is it? A man in Jamaica who has alleged that he's his father for some years now. It's not this Jay-Z having children prior to being with Beyonce is not new. People have been talking about this for years. Some say it's Trinidad, and when I was in Trinidad, I remember people saying like, "Yeah, we know him. He's down the street. Like I know his mother or whatever." Like, there's always some place. And then he could have two. Who knows? He was a rapper in the 90s. It's very possible he has multiple children just running around. So, like, he's not made any comment per usual.
I wish I was a rapper in the 90s.
So that you could have possible paternities?
No, because I would have done it better.
Well,
I would have. This is my scenario, right? groupie
Mhm.
scenario, right? It's after the concert. I'm hanging out with my friends in the band and
Yeah.
whoever is in the back, right?
Mhm.
Groupies. They're coming up. They're coming all at me, right?
Mhm. You're swatting them away.
Not even swatting them away. I'm like, okay, let's go to my hotel room, right? Now here's the trick. Once in the hotel room, break out the wrist board. And we play a full 12-hour game of Risk.
Because no one's having sex while they're playing a board game. And Risk is very it's a lot of...
It's a lot of moving pieces that you have to pay attention to.
And literally moving pieces. You can't just take a break.
Exactly.
And it takes a lot of... when you're playing regular board game Risk, you can't be distracted by pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be in there in the game, figuring out which continents you got and what all that. You gotta be real strategic.
Exactly.
So I think that would be actually very good.
Yeah.
But
and nobody would be able to say that they had my children, unless somehow Risk is a fucking aphrodisiac for somebody, and it could be for somebody.
Well, speaking of,
I love your strategy,
Nicki Minaj's
for Euro.
Money woes. Allegedly, her entire music and performing earnings will pay the Tennessee Bank until 2019. According to
2029.
Sorry, what did I say?
2019.
Oh Jesus, we're old. All right, 2029. Tour is according to California UCC filings. Touring performance rights include all royalties and payments effective as of April 1st, 2020, including songs like Super Bass and Say So, remix with Doja Cat. So this is the court case and all of that information. If you actually feel inclined to go there, you clearly see Onika Mirage, her name, and all that stuff. I mean, that sucks. Especially,
all of your money goes straight to this.
Well, especially
I know how that feels, where all of your money goes to a fucking Affirms or Klarnas or Upstart.
And the thing about it is, she doesn't have a husband who's working, so she's the only one. All her husband does is go to clubs and take pictures and threaten people. So she doesn't have another source of income to take care of Pooh Bear. So now
I feel for Nicki. And she has a child.
But I don't feel for her because she chose to have a child with a sexual predator. And now here we are. This is not her downfall. Is not due to anyone but herself.
At least have a working predator.
At least
someone who has a job.
At least Epstein has
a good paying job. Yeah,
revenue or something.
Some sort of revenue coming.
Harvey Weinstein, revenue. Bill Cosby, revenue. You picked a buster.
You picked a bum.
And we are paying for it because I know she's crashing out.
And a sex pest.
And he doesn't have a job. He's a criminal. He has a felony record or whatever. He has to sign up on a registry.
He's a scrub.
And we don't want no scrubs.
A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, but also known as a buster.
And a scrub is a guy who can't get nothing from me. So
he's getting something from Nicki.
He sure is. Money. Or, well, he's probably draining her bank accounts and not looking after Pooh Bear. That's why she's crashing out. And
is Pooh Bear the baby?
That's the baby, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's probably 3 or 4 now.
Oh, okay.
Very cute kid. And I hope, only reason I hope that she bounces back from this
is for Pooh Bear's sake.
Yeah, because the child has nothing to do with his parents' fault.
Imagine being the child of a famous person and then finding out that famous person is broke.
That would piss me off.
That would bother me.
That would piss me off.
That's how you create a fucking a Doflamingo.
Yes.
You just fucking we're wealthy, and then now we're not.
That would very much.
Why aren't these slaves bowing to me?
Yeah. Doflamingo's story was very, very much white man who's like.
It had its sad moments though.
It did, yeah, but he did all that to himself. Like he killed his father. So they were
his father put him in that weird situation.
The father wanted them to be. He loved people. He thought they had merit and all that.
Yeah,
he didn't want to be isolated and segregated from people. He brought them in there. He had no clue that they were going to respond like that. But how else do you think they'd be responding?
If that they were going to respond to the celestial dragons.
Because they were living in a whole nother... What's it called?
Marie-Joie.
That's a whole nother world. That's like you are living in a mansion in Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. And then you decide to bring your kids down to Compton. Mm-hmm. And now they have to get used to a whole different life. And then also...
Or Bompton. Depending.
All the people who you probably had working for you who were coming from those areas. Now they're living in there, going to the same school. And they're like, fuck you. Y'all were mean to us. You were rude. You looked down on us. And now you want to be here slumming it? And acting like, no, fuck you. And I'm sure that, that...
But he was a kid, though.
But he was
a kid with sunglasses.
He was an evil kid.
He was an evil kid, but he was
evil
still a kid.
Because his brother, Corazon,
Corazon,
had no problem acclimating.
Nurture versus nature.
He had no problem acclimating.
Went through the same things, but
and was fine, and was a much better person, and also killed by his brother. So, Don Flamingo gets nothing from me. The same as Nicki Minaj. The only person that gets something from me is Pooh Bear because he does not deserve these shenanigans.
He does not.
Speaking of famous people and shenanigans, have you heard
of the band?
Coldplay.
Yes, I have.
Now
I will fix you. What's your favorite Coldplay song?
Oh, Yellow, maybe.
And it was
but also
yellow.
Fix You is also really good. Fix You is also really good.
There was a song by Coldplay that I used. It might be Lost. Mm-hmm. And you'll be lost every river that I tried to cross. Every river that I tried to lost. Oh, and yeah, Lost. Yeah, that's what
I've never heard this song. I don't think so.
It was off of like I think their 4th or 5th album. Ooh. Let me look up Coldplay.
Well, Coldplay, if you don't know them, they are singers. It's a band. Chris Martin famously was married to Gwyneth Paltrow, and then they consciously uncoupled.
My dad thought I was unaliving
yourself,
thinking about unaliving myself because I listen to Scientist.
What about Scientist?
The song.
I know, but what about that song?
It's a depressing ass song. I was just guessing at numbers and figures. Don't know how lovely you are.
Maybe that might be one of my favorite ones. I love that. It's a beautiful song. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah, it is. It's mighty sad.
It's sad, but it is a beautiful song. Well,
Jesus, they have so many albums.
How many?
They have. All right. I'm gonna count them. Okay, are you ready?
I'm counting. Okay.
Parachutes. A Rush of Blood to the Head. X and Y. Viva La Vida or the Death in All His Friends. Milo Zlato. That's 6. Ghost Stories. 7. Head Full of Dreams. That's 8. Everyday Life. That's 9. Musics of the Spheres. That's 10. Moon Music. That's 11. That's 11 albums.
I didn't know that.
God damn, Coldplay.
But they've been out for a long time. They've been out since we were in like high school.
Fucking chill out.
'Cause I feel like Yellow.
You had an album 2024?
I feel like Yellow came out when we were in high school.
We were in high school. Enough! You can live off the royalties of Fix You.
They formed in 1997.
God, you could just fucking chill, float on.
What?
You don't have to make new music.
But some people like just doing it because they love doing it.
I bet, but how many chord progressions can you fucking come up with? All right.
They figured it out.
All right.
I was just looking here to see when
Coldplay.
their first Parachutes came out in 2000. So I feel like that would have probably been...
they've been going for 2 decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Rolling Stone don't have no more albums.
Well, okay, do I have it here? Okay, great. So, Coldplay, iconic band, obviously.
Yes.
They had a concert, and in a concert, you know how we use concerts, sporting events, or whatever, they might pan through the crowd. I'm constantly trying to be finding my way near camera at a Beyonce concert because I am going to be in the footage for a Beyonce concert before I die. I know it. I came real close in Cologne because I was front in the pit, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, they do these things. People are seen there. They usually are hugging, they're kissing, or whatever. They're having fun. Let's show you what this CEO of Astronomer, Andy Byron, let's show you what he was caught doing during the concert. Because it has taken the internet by storm. Okay? Yeah. So see, regular kiss cam. Oh, wow, I'm covering my face and I'm ducking. Wow, what's going on? And there's a lady next to me.
An affair or they're just very shy.
Yeah, either they're having an affair or they're very shy.
And it turns out,
what do you think it was, people?
All right, come on, you're okay. Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Imagine.
And it turns out that they were having an affair.
Imagine Chris Martin confirming, telling you.
Chris Martin, of all people, busting up your affair is insane.
So the man's name is, they work for this company, Astronomer CEO. It's like an AI company.
Mm-hmm.
The woman is the HR chief, Kristen Cabot. Okay. And then they had some other people had...
Sister too, back in the Cabot.
They have other... TMZ. Of course, TMZ was there. They always are there. They have like little camps places. So they had found this footage, just hear them kissing.
How did they know? TMZ.
Because TMZ
This is why I never want to
it.
be famous, because TMZ
TMZ
will hide
will get it.
a camera up there, up somebody's anus if they can get a scoop.
They will. They 100% will. So Kristen has been suspended from Astronomer, and then Andy Byron has said that, Astronomer put up this out of a statement that said, as stated previously, Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standards in both conduct and accountability, and recently those standards were not met. Andy Byron has tendered his resignation, and the board of directors has accepted. It shouldn't it be have accepted? Has is correct.
Has accepted, yeah.
The board will begin a search for our next chief executive, as co-founder and chief product officer Pete DeJoy continues to serve as interim CEO. Hey, I'm available, and I promise you, I will not be making out at anybody's concert and embarrassing you.
You know how I feel about this guy?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, he does stink because he's married. He's married. She's married. And also, he might actually be a terrible guy. Because, well, more so terrible than we even see. Because I just want to say, cheating is something like that can happen, especially work relationships. I have in my career seen or assumed that there were people in my offices that were having little things going on because I would notice things that were going on at like the holiday parties or after work, happy hours, But taking your side piece to a concert, a public event, and wrapping your arms around them is diabolical.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely diabolical.
It's ridiculous.
And the
like
thing about it,
to do anything public
diabolical
is fucked up.
And you want to know what the worst part about it is? Hotels, motels, Holiday Inns.
At best, a grungy dive bar where there's nobody in there.
There are so many places.
Hole in the wall.
It wasn't even like they were in a regular seat. You're fucking in a box.
Yeah.
And the thing that made it worse,
that's a fucking skybox means that there's
they're gonna see
paperwork.
you.
There's paperwork.
And the thing that made it worse
Paper
is that
trail is what I'm trying to say.
If when they were panned onto the thing, right? Because I don't think that these Coldplay commercials, it's only Beyonce. Most often, they're not like televised or anything like that. If they would have been holding on to each other and swaying to Yellow or whatever, and then the camera panned on and they just acted normal.
Yeah.
Nobody would have known.
Well,
because unless
I feel okay, time out. What would have been worse? To get caught on a television cam ducking and diving and holding your hands above your head, or getting caught on a camera acting like nothing is wrong?
I think
and no one is doing anything nefarious.
Listen, you want to know how I feel? Stand on business. Okay?
Stand on business.
You decided to have an affair. You decided to have an affair and go out in public. Now you decided to have an affair, go out in public, be in a box seat at a concert. Stand on business. Because you didn't care. If you cared about your wife, if you cared about your husband, you want to know what you would have done? Y'all would have gone to Chili's. You would have gone to a restaurant.
Just hung out at Outback Steakhouse.
You would have just had a regular chill.
I don't know if they have that in London.
Were they in London? No, they weren't in London, were they?
Where were they?
I don't know if it was in London. They were in America, I think. I don't know if they were. It doesn't say where it was. I'm not seeing. I don't know where the concert was, but I feel like it might have been in America. He's American, as is she. But either way, stand on business, because you know what? It's better for you to be about your business to be fake about it. Don't be fake. Y'all wanted to do that. Y'all wanted to do it. Go on and do it. And the thing about it is, if they had just gone on and stood on their business, nobody would have noticed. The possibility that they could have been seen by somebody that maybe somebody knows them, maybe. But then it would have been private, not public. It would have been something where
it still could have been public.
It still could have been going
Because
public.
then it's because clearly somebody took a video of that interaction happening. Someone was already sitting there recording this thing.
Yeah.
Right? So, no matter what happens, they probably would have uploaded that.
Perhaps.
No matter what.
Perhaps. But you think about it on our day-to-day life. You know how often you are out somewhere, you might be caught on camera, someone might be videoing it, and it might never go viral. Who knows? But I think that we have those sort of cams at so many different events. Only time people really post them is when something like shenanigans happenings like this. If they had just been kissing, hugging, or whatever, been oh, my person, whatever, It would have been no different. Like, no one would have been paying attention. It's the fact that Coldplay, Chris Martin had to call them out and be like, "Oh, ha ha, they're having an affair," even though he was joking, but it ended up being right. I think people just wouldn't have paid attention, and the only thing that could have happened, not to say that now Andy Byron's wife, Megan Kerrigan Byron, who has removed all mentions of her, she removed her last name on Facebook, and then she went off and just removed her whole Facebook. But if she had wanted to just if she had found out, I think that could have happened. But I think that would have been because maybe somebody they knew was at the party.
And I will say the internet has done what the internet has always done with this and created several memes.
Yes.
Several amazing memes.
Do you have a meme you want to share?
I did. I mean,
I'm just sharing a picture of his wife. She's an educator where they live. And so this is her and him and their children. She's a beautiful woman. Like, honestly, she doesn't really look that much different from the woman he was cheating on her with.
I can't find, they were popping up all over my timeline for the last 4 fucking days.
Some funny ones. Let me see. I will. Well, of course, everybody has been. Places have been mocking them at different sporting events or whatever, and doing a Coldplay cam. But this one I liked. I'm gonna add this share to my MacBook so that I can share it. And this one I thought was really and truly spot on. Okay, so it says, who wouldn't have ducked down? Fitz. And that is correct. Okay? Because Fitz was about Olivia all the way down. Fitz also wouldn't have been dumb enough to go to an event like this and do that. But he would not have booked down. But while you're looking for that, I wanted to play a video from someone on Instagram. His name is Stefan Manfreda, and he is alleging that he worked with Andy Byron, and Andy Byron basically stole a bunch of his money. Well, Andy Byron and some of the other CEOs stole the money. So let's go.
All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
If you think his marriage is the only thing that Andy Byron ran into the ground, then I've got a funny story about karma for you. Before being Astronomer CEO, Andy Byron was also Chief Revenue Officer of a different software company where he hired a lot of hardworking, great people with high hopes for their careers by promising them the opportunity of a lifetime that would completely change their future, solve any financial worries their family or children might ever have. I also had the questionable privilege of being interviewed and hired by him. As you can imagine, he's very persuasive, considering he managed to convince his own chief people officer to go to a public concert while they were having an affair. He also convinced me and a lot of my former colleagues to join him in that company. He convinced investors to invest almost $2 billion. Myself and countless other employees invested their savings into employee stock options. And in a tale as old as capitalism itself, when the company went bust and was sold off for pennies on the dollar, him and other top-level executives left with golden parachutes worth millions of dollars, while low-level employees like myself and many of my colleagues lost tens and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars of their own savings. 2 lessons out of this: if somebody promises a no-brainer opportunity of a lifetime, be very skeptical. And if you badly treat and take advantage of people, karma will at some point get you. And sometimes that karma is called Chris Martin of Coldplay. Viva la vida.
Yeah.
So one thing that
I've sent you a couple of them
to my
and
where
to your. I texted it to
okay,
you.
so one comment that stood out to me, which is the top comment, with 34,000 plus likes, says someone who's not faithful to their partner Can't be trusted in business either. People love to say that he's his private life, but someone who's not faithful to their partner can't be trusted in business either. People love to say that his business life. Oh, that he's private life, but he's a great businessman. That's terrible, but I don't know what they're trying to say. No, it's the same person. They could betray someone close to them. Of course, they'll betray you in business too. Now, this belief of like if someone cheats on their partner, they can't be trusted in business. Is that sort of belief is something that I've heard many times over. Mostly I've heard that from men talking about like being friends or having any sort of like close connections with men who cheat on their wives because of the idea of like, if you're going to cheat on your wife, what would you do to me? Because your wife is your like closest person to you. And I think that pretty much tracks with this. I mean, if he fucked over these people, and now this is alleged, who knows? This could be trolling. This guy could be making it up and for views. Who knows? But honestly, I can't say that I don't believe him now because how can I trust Byron when he's on at Coldplay doing shenanigans? So it's like, who can you trust? But do you think that if somebody is cheating on their partner, and now I want to be very clear, cheating, I'm talking about someone who is going behind their partner's back and having relationships with people, whether it's relations or relationships, and they have no agreement, they're not within the boundaries or confines of the relationship. I mean that they are doing something, they are lying, they are cheating in the confines of what we know cheating is to be, to go behind your partner's back to do something. Do you think that is true?
That you could be a cheater in business, but cheater in romance, but be okay in business?
No, that's because the person said if someone's cheating, if someone is a cheater, they're also going to cheat you in business. Not
necessarily. I don't think. I think it's a different animal. I think it's a different. People. Yes, I think it could happen, but I also think it couldn't happen. Like I could see it not happening because like that's just a different facet of life than business.
I don't necessarily think it's a different facet of life. Like my thing is, if somebody is,
because look at all the people who are good at business but not good at relationships, are good at relationships but not good at business.
Yeah, but I think that like good at relationships and not good at business can happen, or vice versa. But I think there's a difference between someone if you are someone who's like a serial cheater, or if you are not even a serial, if you are okay with having an affair on your spouse or your life partner, I think that I would have reservations about having any dealings with you. Because if you are okay with lying and betraying them, someone who's the closest person to you, you probably have all these things interlocked with each other. Perhaps you have children, you have all this family connections, etc. But you're okay with doing that to them. What would you do to me? I think that's like...
But I do think that like it's different because like it's a matter of finances versus finances and emotions and relationships and feelings and shit.
Can you explain that more? I think I'm not...
Explain that more. What do you mean?
I'm not really sure what you mean, so I would like you to explain.
With business, there's just finances on the line, you know? Like there's the business relationship, but there's also probably finances on the line. With a marriage, there is finances, but also the interpersonal relationship and possibly children and possibly like feelings and emotions on the line as well.
So do you not think that someone breaking that kind of bond is worse? Because to me, like, if we have...
I think it's apples and oranges.
We have I don't think that somebody who is okay doing all that type of negative behavior towards someone that they have all those things wrapped up in their life. I feel like when it comes to like business and or friendship or whatever, if you could be lying and manipulating and doing all those things to that person, how do I know you wouldn't do it to me? Now, not to say that this is a blanket statement.
You could say that about the nature of cheating in general. Like if you're the person that is the cheat, the person that if you're the person that someone is cheating with, like you can easily say, "Oh, if you cheat on your wife with me, then how do I know that you won't do that with me?"
I agree. Because I think that if you like there's that old adage of like how you get them is how you lose them, in the sense that like if somebody is with somebody else, you know they're with that other person, and then you try like get into an affair to be with them, that like you're you're in an affair knowingly with them and you don't care because you're just like, I love them and they love me and they just don't like that person that much. They just can't leave because blah, 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 blah reasons, right? How you get them, you might get with them. Maybe they end up getting married, having kids or whatever like this, but probably the same thing they were doing to that other person, they'll end up doing to you. And so I think of like, if somebody, now I can't say that I would feel like this way if I'm talking about people who are like my close friends or family or something like that. But say if I met somebody and we've known each other for a few years, things are going great, and like I find out they're doing these diabolical things in their private life with their partner, I think I would have some reservations.
Wait, why can't you think about that with your friends and family?
Well, not to say that I wouldn't think about it with them, but I think that it's like
anybody is capable of anything.
No, of course. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that my hesitation would be amplified if they weren't people who were already close friends and family, only because with your close friends and family, you have years and years of like relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not to say that like if I know people who are married, these are people who are close friends, family, whatever, who I know may not be super faithful to their partners, right? And I do not agree. I do not condone. I am definitely like not in their corner in that aspect, but because like if this person is your family member, you have a lot more background and time and space or whatever that you could maybe think about the situation with less, not to say with rose-colored glasses, but you might be just more open. Like I think that I would be a little bit more able to be able to allow the nuance compared to someone that I just met.
Sure.
So it's like on all these situations, I would be like, you're dead wrong. And I think even if it was family or my best friend, I'd be side-eyeing them because I would be like, well, why are you in this relationship with this person, dedicated years, and you've literally intertwined your life with them in various ways, and you can lie and cheat with them and not bat an eye, especially if it's not like they're not scared. If you're openly bringing your side piece out and about, that to me is where it's diabolical. It's not necessarily, let me rephrase. It's not you being a cheater that I think would cause me to have the like distrust. It would be you being a blatant cheater. Like somebody bringing their side piece to like my birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where's your wife? Where's your husband? Why is this person here? This is just a friend. And now I have to navigate these weird emotions with your friend being here. Like then I'm like, that's diabolical. Like that's too much.
Maybe they were just trying to soft launch something.
Soft launch their new spouse.
Yeah, soft launch their new spouse, you know?
And
You gotta blur the timeline. You gotta make the timeline murky as to when things ended and when things began. And you gotta get them in the face of the people in your life so that it makes a smooth transition.
I think that like the thing for me that pisses me off when it comes to cheating is like I really do believe and wish and would hope that like everybody should find the people that want the relationship that they want. If you are someone who has a problem with monogamy or doesn't like it, wants to try something different, like find your people, you know? Like don't go to somebody who wants a monogamous relationship and that's it. And then you open it up and it's only open on your half. Because I'm sure if his wife had been canoodling with a man, would he be acting all like, would he be okay? And like, oh, well, people aren't meant to be with one person or something like that. Like that's the part that always frustrates me. Like just find the people that you match with and then go for that person. And if you're married or if you're in a long-term relationship or whatever the case may be, if you feel like I don't want to be with my partner anymore, I want to be with this person, then go break up with your partner and be with this person. Because what happened at the concert, what it tells me is that neither of them have any like, what is the word? It's not qualms. That's not what I'm going to say. They don't have any desire to leave their spouses. They want to be married to their spouses, but also getting whatever this little 20% that their spouses aren't giving them without any sort of like backlash.
But we don't know like in depth what it is that it could be a fling, it could be like a serious side piece
but
scenario.
The thing about it is
it could be a girlfriend number 2 scenario. It could be any number of things.
My thing is, if you,
for all we know, this could have been what if this was their first date?
The first time out. Like they said, like, you know what? Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's go for it. What's the worst that could possibly happen? And then they get on the Jumbotron.
You know what would be terrible if this was like a company offsite? And they were like, we're going to do a company offsite.
And then everybody left. And there was just the two of them.
And people are alleging that the woman who was like covering her face next to them also works for the company, but that's not been confirmed.
I didn't see that.
The one
I was
she's
too
like
focused. I wasn't looking at that. I was too focused on the actual.
She was like covering her face like this. But people are alleging, but there's not. I've seen conflicting reports, but I feel like if you are having your side piece out like that, this is probably a long standing, even if it's a few months. Like this wasn't the first time. Like y'all been out and y'all been hanging out, and I have a lot of questions. You've broken my trust as a friend, because if I'm your friend, like I should know about all these things so that I can. Not
necessarily.
If I'm not just a regular friend. If I'm your best friend.
Maybe the best friends know.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like to me, transparency is
me, there's a lot of gray area in this.
Transparency is very important.
Sure.
And I think that there can be gray areas. Just because you cheat does not mean you're a terrible person. Or you shouldn't have like a job or anything. I don't think he needed to resign from his job or anything like that. But I do feel like you have to have, because
how is he going to explain to his next job when he's applying to his next job?
I was at Coldplay.
Well, he's like, why did you leave your previous employer? Like, well, I was at Coldplay with the HR lady.
And you want to know what? I want to know how many people have been coming out of the woodworks with these HR stories, because HR is not meant for you. If you don't know that, like if you're new in your career, if you've never worked in corporate or any place that had HR,
You know what's funny?
just know HR is not for you.
You can't spell hua without HR.
Yes. But HR is not meant for you. HR is meant for the company so that it doesn't get sued. So anything you come to them about.
Can I tell that joke?
Which joke?
The joke from earlier?
Oh, yeah, I have pulled them up. You can pull them up there on your thing.
Oh, you have it? You have it over here?
I downloaded them. Just go to the media overlay.
Okay.
But HR is not for you. HR is for the company.
Coldplay hasn't made a single in years. Last night they made 2. I found that very funny.
That was very funny, actually.
Yeah. And then there was this one.
Oof.
Of.
Oh, not she's sleep. Oh,
you didn't vet this before?
I didn't. I knew she was like lame, but I didn't realize
you
she
didn't
was
see
sleeping.
the cocktail in the corner.
Oh God!
And then of course there's this one.
Okay, you want to know what?
VP.
When I saw this, do you know that I didn't even clock that it was JD Vance? I knew it was probably something that was connected to it, but yes, JD Vance and the couch, that would be them.
But I've been seeing a bunch of. I can't find them anymore on Facebook when I was scrolling through them. But
there've been so many.
There was one of John Redcorn and Nancy Gribble from King of the Hill.
I saw that one.
There's one of Goku and Bulma. There was one with Ronald McDonald's and the Wendy's girl. There were so many of them, but for some reason, like I'm not seeing any of them anymore.
Well, there's too much content around this.
There is too much content. Oh, but I could see fucking Has-Been Hotel memes on my Facebook.
Is that coming out with the new season?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I like Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah, me too. Do you like Hell of a Boss?
I don't know if I've watched that one yet.
Okay, that's they both started on YouTube, but Has-Been Hotels went to Amazon Prime and Hell of a Boss is on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're both really good. I think you would like Hell of a Boss.
I like Has-Been Hotel, so if it's similar.
Damn it, I can't find it, man. It's fine. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hold on, Mark, real quick.
Mark,
we only got 30 more minutes.
Yeah, so let me just pause this real quick.
Okay. You think they'll sue for Coldplay?
Okay, so I don't know if this is true, but I've seen some statements saying that allegedly he's gonna sue them, but I don't know if that's
that would be hilarious if he did.
Because the thing about it is when you go to concerts, they usually have a little billboard, or not billboard, but like a little poster outside that says like you're gonna be filmed, you're consenting, if you're here, da da da.
Yeah, sure.
So like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna say Chris Martin caused my divorce? No, he didn't. You did. So you're facing the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
Here comes the consequence.
Here comes the consequence of your actions. Speaking of consequences of your actions, this is not a good segue, but here we go to the things that made us mad.
Bringing it. What? We gripe it. We're not griping anywhere else. We gripe it. This is space for us to share. We gripe it. We ain't griping anywhere else. We gripe it.
All right. So, what's making you angry?
Overzealous moms. Moms, just let people dance.
Let people dance.
Let people dance. I understand that they're okay. I'm not gonna say who, but this occurred at Danny's wedding, and let's just say there was an individual who maybe broke up some dancing.
Yeah.
And to that person I say, hey, look, listen. Dancing in all shapes and sizes and all stripes and steeds are going to occur.
Yes.
Sometimes it's the fun dancing. Sometimes it's the sexy dancing. Sometimes it's the close dancing. Sometimes it's the poke dancing. Sometimes
Poke dancing.
Poke dancing, yeah. Daggering and the such.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes that's gonna happen. And,
Yes.
and the olds know that is a possibility.
And the thing is, we are also the olds.
We are the olds.
We are the olds. Like, because it's not like, right at this point with millennials, most of us, we're not getting married at like 21 or 18 or something like that. You're getting married when you're
I have plantar fasciitis.
You're getting married in your mid 30s. But also, even in my old age,
big old age,
if a mom tells me to stop dancing, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
because
I revert back to a child.
Yeah, immediately.
When
immediately.
Yeah.
If you're older than me, I
give you the seniority.
Yeah. In that space, I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm getting in trouble. All right.
But you better believe I'm going to talk about it on the podcast.
100%. We're talking about you all the time. And I felt vindicated knowing that other people were like, Mom, come on.
Yeah,
come on, moms.
like ridiculous.
Moms need Mars. Or moms need Mars, but they don't need
Mars.
to be...
Mars need moms.
Mars needs moms, but moms don't need to be judging dancing.
Exactly.
Especially when we know you probably were also dancing like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we know who you are and we know what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
You're a baddie.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, dry up.
We were playing a game the other day where it was just like, who's parent? And I was like, could be you, but you're not. You live too far away. Anyhow, so the next thing that's making me mad, CBS has canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
They have.
Here's the thing. When it comes to late shows, I'm more of a Daily Show, John Oliver, and Seth Meyers kind of person. But I respect the Stephen Colbert show. I mean, I work right near there where they tape. The Late Show has been an institution for years.
He took over from David Letterman.
Letterman, yeah.
So Letterman took over from, was it Johnny Carson?
No, Leno took over from Carson. I think that's when they created The Late Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And The Late Show, for my family, that was a staple. Like,
yeah,
we were up
you would prefer Letterman over Leno.
Yeah, like sometimes we did watch Leno, but it was mostly Letterman.
See, I was a Conan guy.
Well, but Conan, we were too.
He was
after.
later. He was late, both in the sense of years later and later in the night.
Yeah,
because he came on after Leno.
Because Leno and Letterman, because Letterman took over in '93.
The masturbating bear.
What?
That was a Conan thing.
I did not remember that.
Yeah,
but
a bear with a big sack in front of him where he would just.
Oh, I do not remember that. But Letterman, he came on in 1993, which is I believe was the same time as Leno for Jay Leno show or whatever. And so now CBS cut Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It will end in May 2026. The company said it's for a financial decision, but people are saying that was not what it has to do with, but it's possibly due to Trump. Yeah,
I hate that if that's the case.
So apparently Stephen Colbert,
because that's jobs right there.
Yeah,
that's good union jobs.
Apparently Stephen Colbert skewered CBS parent company Paramount Global for what he called a big fat bribe to President Donald Trump. They obviously are not. CBS is not co-signing that or anything like that. So we don't know. But apparently there was a $16 million settlement with CBS parent company Paramount made with Donald Trump over a 60-minute story. And that's what he called a big fat bribe, which he says intended to ensure Paramount sale to Skydance Media, which needed Trump's approval.
Now, here's the thing. The reason why it's making me mad is because, like, I know that Stephen Colbert is a talent. He can and will land his own show on a different network.
Yeah, for sure.
But you just like, it feels like it's an attack on freedom of speech.
Yeah, and people have been like talking about like this is the rise of fascism. You know I always get this word.
Fascism. Yeah.
This is one of the rise where you have people who are speaking out against what other people are doing in the government, etc., and then they're getting pushback because those people in the government have hands in the pockets of the companies, CEOs, or whomever.
Sure.
And I don't think that, like, I think that Stephen Colbert is well within his rights. If he felt like Paramount took a bribe, even if they own the CBS company, he should be allowed to say that. Yeah. That shouldn't cause any sort of repercussions.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're doing something that is negative. Obviously the thing with the astronomer CEO, like he resigned. But if he had been fired due to this instance, it would have been like, okay, because like it's a PR nightmare. You're cheating on your wife. You're with your subordinate. There's things, but like for financial decisions, when Stephen Colbert has been like the top ranking show.
Yeah, it's him, Kimmel, and well, it's not Fallon? That other guy. Well, is Fallon really?
I don't know. He always has people on him, but I don't really watch Fallon.
I don't watch Fallon. I don't really watch Fallon. Oh, we were supposed to take these shots.
Let's take them.
Yeah.
To a great episode. And fuck you, CBS, for canceling CBS.
Stephen
Shout out
Colbert.
to you, Stephen Colbert.
And that's everything. And that's everything that's making me mad. What's making you mad, hon?
Ooh. Well.
Sugarfoot. Sugar butt.
What's making me mad?
Sugar blimp. Whatever you want to be called.
Are people or organizations, companies that take people's money and do nothing with it.
Sure.
I think that if you have a business and people are paying you to use said business, that you should be using that money to ensure that your customers are getting the best possible. You don't have to be super fancy. You don't have to have all these various like technological upgrades or whatever.
Sure.
But you should at the very least make sure that the things in your establishment are not broken, rusted, dirty, etc.
Sure.
Because like, especially when you have a company that has a big turnover, you can't tell me that you're not making enough money. Just make sure things are at the bare minimum of like hospital.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So that's the first thing, because I just feel like that we need to do better. Like you're stealing people's money and you're not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that sometimes things don't work out as they should or as you expected them to in the beginning, because you could end up like saving yourself some money. But that's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't know what's going on with you motherfuckers in Atlanta, but y'all need to get your shit together, okay? Because Beyonce, she was just there. I think this was last week or maybe a week and a half or so ago for her concert. She had 2 nights. And on July 8th, the police were called. And on the 911 call, it says they have my computers and it's really, really important. It's really, really important information in there. I work with someone who's like of high status and I really need my computers and everything. So apparently, 2 suitcases belonging to Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, one of her backup dancers, Deidre Blue, were stolen out of a rented Jeep Wagoner while it was parked on the first level of a parking deck at 99 Krog Street Northeast. The 2 laptops and hard drives contained watermarked music, unreleased music, footage plans, past and future set lists. Now, they also stole $1,000 worth of clothing,
Jesus.
a pair of Tom Ford sunglasses valued at $500, a Toomey book bag valued at $750, also a MacBook Air, and a pair of headphones with no price.
You can find those things price-wise on Amazon.
Yeah, they didn't have a price, but probably, who knows? It could have been older because it's like a MacBook Air. You think it could be anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000.
Sure.
I just want to say, if Beyonce halts or pauses or delays Act 3 because you motherfuckers don't know how to act.
Act 3 is a waiting for Godot situation. Because we've been talking about Act 3.
Well, she just came out with Act 2. We just had the
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the concert is still going, so it's not going to come out when the concert finishes. Then that's what we'll get it.
Act 3.
But like, if she don't go to Atlanta, I won't be upset because that's what y'all get. Because why are you burglaring Beyonce? And how did you know she was there? This is an inside job. Because how did they know that she was there?
I think that Beyonce's Act 3 should be dance hall.
Oh my God, I would love that so much.
Actually,
oh, you know what? If she did, I was gonna say if she did Afrobeat, but she already did.
She already did with the Lion King,
yeah,
soundtrack. She already did Afrobeats.
But I just, why are you stealing things? Stealing from anybody is in general terrible, and obviously Beyonce can get all these things back. She's a billionaire. She doesn't need your money. But it's just like it's such a violation.
Yes, it is.
You know, I don't like that. It's a violation. And if
anytime you steal anybody's shit, it's a violation.
If she doesn't come back to your city, you know why.
Yeah.
Go find those motherfuckers who decided they wanted to be...
Have fun with 21 Savage concerts.
Y'all wanted to be outside. Here we are. There you go.
Have fun with the two of the Migos.
Because you already know Blue Ivy has crossed y'all off the list because she already had to almost nix Houston, but that was whoever works at the Houston
sure,
the Houston, what is that called, arena?
Mm-hmm.
We already know they've all been fired because of the car situation.
Right.
You saw the thing about the car where Beyonce came out.
Yes, I did.
And she was sitting sideways and almost died.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
So we already know Blue already handled that.
Yes.
And we already know she's working with the cops in Atlanta to make sure whoever stole that stuff is out of here. But maybe y'all won't be on the next tour list, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Go to somewhere else. Go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be that. Is that everything that's making you mad?
That is everything that's making me mad.
Okay, so now let us mosey on down to the things that are...
Ease on down the road.
Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Ease on down the road. Let's watch The Wiz tonight.
Oh, yes. Let's see. Is it streaming?
Let me see.
They were supposed to be doing a Wiz live movie showing. Let me see if they're still doing that, or if it already passed.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think, where is my IMDb? I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
I found it. Okay, so The Wiz.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
what?
They're playing The Wiz, but it's gonna be on Saturday. We're already doing.
We're already doing something on Saturday. It is nowhere to be found. It's okay. Let's talk about the things that are making us happy.
I'm the baby merchant. Tots are us. I give you all the service and no damn fuss. Give the baby merchant just a week or two. I'll have your baby for you.
So what's making you happy?
I went first last time.
Mine is.
I went first last time.
I know, but mine actually needs to be the closer. So what's making you happy?
My fat ass. Like, why?
Mine
does it
needs to be the closer. Just say what yours is. I bet you mine's a more closer than yours is.
Fine. Okay. The Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out, and it looks to be dope.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to it. I hope it's a lot better than Mortal Kombat 1.
You didn't like the first version, new release that came out?
The first reboot?
The first reboot?
It was fun. It was fine, but also we watched it together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they had that weird new character that wasn't anybody from the games.
Well, yeah, what was their name? Do you remember?
I don't know what his name was, but he was like an MMA guy, and he was from the game. He wasn't from the games, but he was related to Scorpion, apparently.
Oh, right.
And I'm just like, get this guy out of here.
I love Mortal Kombat.
And now Nicolas Cage. Johnny Cage is going to be played by Carl Urban.
I still want...
Boom! Suck it!
I agree. I love Carl Urban. The Boys, great actor. I know he's going to do a great job. But I still am kind of sad that American Nightmare is not...
Cody Rhodes would
have been
Johnny Cage. He probably would have been a good Johnny Cage.
Now this is physical only.
But
I don't know
he
what
is
his
gonna
acting
be.
is like.
He is gonna be in Street Fighter.
He is.
Yeah, he's gonna be Guile.
I didn't know that. Okay, great. Well, good for him.
You know who Guile is, right?
No. How do you spell his name?
Giule. Guile. Just say Street Fighter Guile.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Guile.
yeah.
He works. Yeah, he works for him.
Yeah, he's gonna have that haircut and everything. Which is gonna be amazing when they actually do that haircut.
Well, congratulations to all of y'all on the Mortal Kombat movie. We look forward to watching it. I want to see it in the big screen. We should see it in like IMAX. IMAX 4D
I'm
or
good
like
to
that.
see that for IMAX.
I hope they put it in because we don't have a lot of IMAX. We don't have a lot of IMAX 4D and all that.
Sure.
Theaters, but I would love to see that because I feel like it would be a good, like, immersive experience.
Yeah, sure. And then, of course, again, Danny and Fox.
Yes.
Happy marriage to you guys.
We raised our glasses to you.
We raise a glass to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride,
to your sisters, who's always by your side, to the union.
Okay. But that's everything from me.
Mm-hmm.
What is making you happy?
Well, number one, doing this podcast with you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, doing this podcast with you also makes me happy.
Our trip to Tobago.
Yes.
Because that was lovely and amazing.
Yes, and even including our 7-hour sleep at the restaurant in Trinidad.
Oh, I was loving that sleep at the
You were knocked out. You were fighting sleep and knocked out sleep. Like, it was amazing.
I was loving that.
And meanwhile, I was over there. I took maybe like an hour nap. But like I was over there just like watching the waiters
laugh at me sleeping. I don't care. I'm in the airport. You know why I'm here. Yeah. I'm sleeping. Okay. We ordered food. It was delicious.
We did order food.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was delicious.
I had the chicken fettuccine.
Yes.
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
My food was delicious.
You had the sampler.
Yes. Food was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great moment. I'm sitting there. I'm sleeping. That's it. Thank you for not. Well, that one guy did wake me up because he was like, "Your head's back there," and my head was like this.
Yes,
and he was like, "You're gonna hurt your neck," which was true. But
yeah,
I still slept. We had a long layover.
Yeah. What else is making you happy?
And then something else that was making me happy is someone found this very sweet video of Aaliyah, which I don't know if I've ever seen. I feel like I might have, but if I have, it's been very, very long. And this is why I said I need to be the closer. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning
with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassion they fear not. Is thy hand, thou forever will be.
Give it up, let's hear it. Thank you, that was great.
She reminds me of Rhonda.
Oh, yes. I do see that.
And she has a lovely voice. And it just makes me feel sad that we lost this person sooner than we should have.
It makes me feel happy because even though we lost her way before we should have, her legacy lives on. People are always finding new ways of like bringing her back into the cultural zeitgeist. Think of all the students in schools, but as a teacher, how many Aaliyahs do you have in your class? Think about it. And that was not like a super popular name. That is because of her. So her legacy lives on. Every time I'll like be in school and you see these kids with these Aaliyah shirts on, and it's like, you know that you know who their parents were, okay? A bunch of millennials who want to carry on the legacy of the iconic Aaliyah, who is irreplaceable. But also that song is a beautiful song. She's a beautiful singer, and getting that little resurfaced.
She's more than a woman. She's a legacy.
And that was perfect.
Yeah.
Actually. So, and then on that note, we will get out of here.
Yes.
All right.
Thank y'all all for watching another episode of the podcast. As always, take it easy, keep it sleazy, and
don't forget to like, subscribe, to share, to spread the word about the Black and Snerdy
comment.
Podcast. Yes, email us.
We want comments.
Okay, we want comments, we want emails, we want shares, we want all of the things. Thank you.
Until next time, take it easy.
Keep it sleazy.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snerdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snerdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's ThatSOD, and on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Snerdy Podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember,
bye.
Boy.
Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.